Alright guys, what's up? Ezekiel here, World Strong Reviews. So we're gonna get straight into it. Alright, so hopefully I fixed the lighting situation, and I think I figured out the mic situation. I'm gonna try to turn down the volume so it's not too loud for you guys. I got a cheap mic. Stop saying So what happened to the review of Shadow Strays? Basically, on my other personal YouTube channel, my video came up because I'm a subscriber on my review channel. So I watched it and I realized it's very monotone, very boring. A lot of you guys check in and check out around 18 seconds. So I was like, okay. I looked at the other spoiler review of Shadow Strays, and it was boring. It's just me talking and giving my ideas as if we were together and having the discussion. Now, ultimately, that's what I want from my channel. Cinemaphiles, anybody who just enjoys entertainment, movies, TV shows, and then soon get into the whole tech thing, but it has to be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be one or the other. So I fixed the lighting so it can stop going in and out as best as I possibly could. The mic is going to take me some time to buy a more professional mic, so bear with me until that. Entertainment. So I'm an introvert, right? I'm an introvert. I keep to myself. That's just who I am as a person, have always been. If anything, when I moved here from Florida and I left my friends about 20 years ago in the middle of high school, I became more inclusive, more into myself. And am I socially awkward? I don't think so. No, I go to work, I can talk to people and meet friends. It's just I don't have a lot to say. And whenever I meet somebody, even from the past growing up and now, they say the most entertaining thing about me is my facial expressions, which is why I would like to you guys to see me as I'm talking about these shows. Another thing that I do that I was trying not to do in my previous videos was speak with my hands, which is what I do. That's just who I am as a person. And the other thing is I talk fast. This is probably the fastest that you guys heard me speak, but I end up talking fast. I'm from Florida and I speak fast. I mumble on my words. My pronunciation is horrible, right? But when I dive into that and I lean into it, people find me entertaining. I can crack a little jokes here and there, nothing too crazy, but that's probably the most entertaining thing about me is my facial expressions, my hand talk, and I mumble on words at times that I don't care. So we're going to try something different. One, I'm going to try to stop saying and two, I'm just going to be more of who I am. Now, I do want to get to a point where I am having discussions with you guys and having not one-on-ones, but having discussions with you guys about this content. Like, I really enjoy movies and TV shows, which is why I'm making a channel out of it, where I can just sit back and just have a discussion with you guys, like this. In my head, it's going to be like a nice little leather chair, like back in the, like Michael Corleone on The Godfather did not have a leather chair, but that image of him in a suit just sitting here, that's how I have him. That's what's in my head for this channel in the future. But I got to get there, right? So with all that being said, I'm going to give y'all my rant, okay? My rant with Shadow Strays. So I gave it a 5 out of 10 because the action is what saved this movie. The action was fantastic. I love the action. Cool. But it's Shadow Strays, and the introduction to this was ninjas. It was ninjas fighting the Yakuza. Okay, that's something different. I think all the ninjas I've seen other than the House of Ninjas is and Ninja Assassin is probably the best example, but that's it. But that was done over 10 years ago with Rain, Korean movie star Rain, and the Wazowski brothers, or Wazowskis from Matrix. Those are the writers and directors of the Matrix. That's who directed Ninja Assassin back in the day. The graphics at the time weren't there. I feel like stylistically, Shadow Strays director Timo had a good choice. It looks realistic. It was good. And it had guns, ninjas with guns. It made sense. Bulletproof outfits, hoodies, masks, like the training mask like this. It made sense. So I'm thinking we're going to get this on a not even a larger scale, but at least the fight choreography is going to be ninjas going against the Yakuza, different than Ninja Assassin. Did we get that? No, we did not get that. We did not get that, which frustrates me. Okay. What we got instead was we got an introduction, which is the best scene in the movie, of our character 13. Introduction, ninjas, Yakuza, and the code that they live by. She gets reprimanded by her trainer and instructor, and then she is sent someplace else, Jacquard or someplace. Okay, she's sent over there on timeout. They put her on timeout, telling her to take her medication because you're soft. That's basically what they said. You soft, you hesitated. We're ninjas, we kill people. You shouldn't have hesitated over a bystander. What are you doing here? So I'm like, all right, what is she doing here? She's young. Clearly y'all had to bring her here. I felt like she didn't volunteer to come in and be a ninja. She looks 17, 18 years old. Okay. Unless this is a revenge plot that you haven't mentioned. I didn't see in the trailer. No. So the whole movie, the rest of the movie is her on an arc trying to save and do a revenge story for a boy that she just met 2 days prior, her neighbor. She had an opportunity to help the boy before the boy's mother died, and she didn't. And then all of a sudden she meets the boy. She's thinking about her mother. She's having headaches. The medicine ain't working. Memories is flooding back, and she decides to help this boy. The boy gets kidnapped by the mafia, Yakuza, whoever, not Yakuza, but the gangsters over there, the drug dealers, and that's it. Turns out that the drug dealers are working with government officials. So there's 3 guys. You got the drug dealer, you got a police investigator, and then you got the governor's son. All 3 of them are best friends. They're all in cahoots, right? The governor's father, he is running to be governor. So he's not a governor yet, but they got money over there, right? He ain't there yet. Governor's son kills the boy's mother, takes the boy because he's a witness, and they want to get rid of the boy. That's it. She goes on a mission to all the nightclubs, anything dealing with these drug dealers, anything dealing with, the police officers. She goes in there and she's killing them in broad daylight. She's killing them on the camera. She's doing the complete opposite of what a ninja is. So now I'm sitting here like, what's the point of this? I could have just watched Headshot. I could have just watched The Night Comes For Us. I could have watched The Raid. I could have watched The Raid 2. I could have watched any of the other Indonesia films for this type of fighting. Yes, it's a female, okay, and it don't matter to me. As long as the person is kicking butt, it don't matter if it's a female or a man to me. Give me the ninjas, right? So that's 90% of the movie is that. So now I'm thinking, okay, so this is a character development of 13. This is probably going to be a sequel. There's no ninjas in here other than we get to the beginning of the last act of the film. We're going back to her instructor. So the instructor left her in Jakar, whatever the name of that town. She's going through her own personal growth. She calls them, say, hey, what's going on? When am I going on another mission? They ignore her. Cool. Over here with the instructor, they're going through a rebellion. So old ninjas who defected are trying to get away from this organization. The blood organization, the blood of the night, whatever, the death follows blood. I don't care. So they're trying to squash that. Her instructor trying to get the rebellion. The instructor figures out that, hey, one of the old trainees is pregnant. She's looking like, yes, that's not possible. Yes, it's possible. Clearly they lied. They say you can't have kids in this organization. So they hesitate. I'm thinking, me being a movie buff, me thinking, all right, she's hesitating. She is probably going to let the girl get away at the end, and it's definitely going to be a sequel. That's what's in my head, right? Cool. Get there. Guess what? Yeah. They have a full-blown battle. She ain't let this girl get away. They had a full-blown battle. So the instructor is hesitating, but doesn't do anything about the hesitation. We just know she's hesitating. For what? Why do we need to know that we're hesitating? If the information is that they lied to these women, that they can't get pregnant for whatever reason, okay, cool. But why go on this whole character? It wasn't even character development for the instructor, because she followed through with trying to kill 13, right? They find out that basically 13 is just going on the loose with these drug dealers trying to get this little boy. They're like, we ain't got no business dealing with these people. Why is she over there? First of all, they probably ain't got no information on 13, the drug dealers. They don't know who she is. They keep asking who she is. Ain't nobody doing an investigation on y'all ninja asses if y'all ain't got fingerprints and everything. So why the need to kill her? Y'all could have reprimanded. She's clearly a young girl. Clearly y'all pour in assets to train her. Why the need to come in there and kill her? Just bring her ass home and lock her up. Make sure she's taking the medication. Do what y'all need to do. To come out and kill her, I feel like that was just a plot. That was just thrown in there at the end. I didn't see the need for them to try to kill her just because she went on a loose and y'all are ninjas. I'm like, come on now. You're ninjas. Somebody gonna have a loose screw, and she's young. You already know she's hesitating. But okay, whatever. I'm gonna go along with it. So they stop the rebellion. They come back to go get her behind. I'm thinking, okay, since the bad guys at this point, 13, and already killed the drug dealer friend. She done already killed the police investigator. So now the son of the governor who beat the little boys behind practically to death, beat his behind wearing a little mask, little crazy psycho governor's son. Okay, cool. They want her to kill, I guess, a rival drug dealer. The father, the governor, wants her to kill a drug dealer. I don't even think it's rival at this point because they need his money. They need his money. So they're selling drugs that they had to connect with to get $2 million for a campaign. Just $2 million. Well, it's a different country, so yeah, that makes sense. $2 million for the campaign. Then they want her to turn around and kill them. Why? Well, now that I think about it, so he don't have this drug dealer over his head once he becomes governor. Okay, it makes sense now. My first video, I didn't understand it. I get it now. So the boy dies. He succumbs to the injury that his goddamn governor's son then put on him. Clearly, the boy was going to die. The boy's head was about as big as a watermelon. His cheek was swollen, I don't know what. And they had him there for 2 days after the beating by a grown man. Of course he was going to die. Come on now. He was definitely going to die. The governor wasn't smart enough to take him to the hospital so the girl can at least accomplish the goal and then turn around and kill the boy. Come on, that's a plot. Come on. Like, we can see it coming. The boy dies. She goes on a rampage and starts killing the governor's man, right? The drug dealer at the end of this fight scene, he don't know what to do. So he tells them to go ahead and kill. So now we got an all-out war in this warehouse. Fine, ideal, whatever. We're gonna get to it. I'm thinking if it's going to be a sequel, we have a villain that we can carry over into the next movie. The governor's son eventually puts on his little leather signature mask. I'm like, okay, he gonna probably get burned. The mask is gonna be melted to his face, and we're gonna have him looking a certain type of way on 2. So you know me, I watch a lot of animes. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay, the mask is melted on, and he don't want to take it off. He lets himself go when his true face comes on when he puts on the mask. That's what I'm getting. You feel me? Melts on. Cool. He got it. He's on the next one. You know what she does? She kills him. So the boy dies. She kills him. The little friend that she met to get into this organization, he dies when her people comes to kill her. They ain't come to save her. I'm thinking we're going to have an all-out ninjas going against these drug dealers in this last warehouse scene. No, Timo didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. We didn't get that. She defeats pretty much everybody. They kill each other and she defeats pretty much everybody. All right, this girl ain't tired. What are they training with? She ain't tired, right? So her people come to get her, and they come to kill her. Her her mentor, her instructor, hesitated to kill her. And then that's it. You're thinking that she's gonna turn on her, and then now on the sequel, she's gonna continue to train her against the organization because they both defected. No, they have a full-blown blast. She shoot a full-on fight. She blasts a bomb in the instructor's face. She cut off her fingers gone, everything gone. She like this, she's gone, everything. So yeah, they got a tall ninja in there. I know. She says, are you forgetting the tall ninja? No, I ain't forget that tall ninja. That ninja over there, she beat his behind. He's supposed to be elite. I'm assuming with the ranking goes, if you have a name, you're higher on the ranking. If you have a number, you're lower in the ranking. All right? And there's a ranking system that we figure out in the last bit of the movie to confirm a sequel. So they have a full-blown blast, and then the instructor superior, who's supposed to just watch over everything, who's been pissed the whole goddamn movie, 13 kills him too. So now I'm sitting here, we have a sequel with everybody dead. Everybody. Nobody lives. No friend, no child, no instructor, no rivals, no enemies. Everybody is dead banana. What? So clearly I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Just like, Timo, bruh, like, everybody? He Quentin Tarantino on steroids. Everybody? God damn. And then the last 5 minutes, literally 3 minutes. 5 minutes is a stretch. The last 3 minutes, we're introduced to her instructor's instructor, who should kill her for killing his student, but whatever. And he's going to come help her and train her some more, because it turns out that the organization knows somehow that she killed everybody. She went on a rampage. I'm assuming they know because she dialed in an emergency information to get a gun and then shot this emergency phone. So they know she's rogue, I guess. Now that she's off her medication, she's just rogue. So everybody gonna hunt and kill her from the organization. And the ranking of 13, number 14 comes to kill her. Let her know, hey, if I kill you, I can take your ranking and be number 13. So you mean to tell me this little girl throughout the whole movie is only at level 13 and there's 12 other people below her who's better than her in the ranking? 12 other people? And she did all that damage? So one, the organization is badass because she did all that damage. Two, I felt like, okay, Timo, you gonna go through the whole movie with her killing 12 other people? 12 other people plus the superiors with the name? There's no way. There is no way this girl is that good to go through all those people. Really? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna let it go. We ain't gonna be able to see what he do until probably 2027 or 2026. Because Timo, the director, is directing Nobody 2. So Nobody 2 is from the house that did John Wick, which makes sense. They got him. I get it. But killing everybody, he's gonna have to hold back quite a bit. He ain't gonna go around killing Christopher Lloyd's character. He better not go around killing Christopher Lloyd. Okay, Back to the Future. That's like, come on now. Don't go around killing Christopher Lloyd in this. If you haven't seen Nobody, go watch Nobody. It is good. I liked it. This is a major step in a certain direction. But Timo, director, bruh, you're gonna have to hold back. You're gonna have to hold back quite a bit. You were Quentin Tarantino on freaking steroids. This don't make not one bit of sense. But like I said, I'm thinking with my anime brain. I'm thinking longevity. I'm thinking of just building. That's just how my mind works. And he wrote it the way that he wanted to write it and went the way that he wanted to go. So it is what it is. That's my little rant on and spoiler talk with it. I was just disappointed because I felt like we should have had more ninjas. That's like the primary thing. We should have more ninjas, and we should have had some carryover into the sequel instead of starting brand new with just we don't know what's going on, really. No development in the organization, very little. And I felt like he wrote this kind of like John Wick. Like John Wick, like we were introduced to this world, and little by little, each sequel presented more of the mythos, more of this world, more of the high table, more of assassins, little by little. And that's what makes John Wick so magical and just awesome. You know, it's one of my favorite movies of all time now because of that. But that's it. That's all I have for you. Let me know if you prefer this style. Obviously the lights, you can see my face, but let me know if you prefer this style of just me being myself and how I actually just interact with my wife and kids and how I talk to myself. And I'll talk to you guys later. Ezekiel, peace. Ugh.